Countersuit's Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Jones versus Haskell. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you all have been in a long-term relationship for 10 years, on and off.
Yes, Your Honor.
And y'all met at the bus stop, so it's really been on and off, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So
Yes.
tell me, why have you brought Mr. Haskell here to this court?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I brought him here today. I mean, we've been together for 10 years. I just want to know at this point right now, is he still dealing with his daughter's mom? And is it like other people in our city since he got a little fame recently?
Ah, and I want to hear what you're here for.
I'm here to prove to Miss Jones that I'm here for love and that it's not what she believes in her mind.
You claim you're being faithful.
Yes, I am being faithful. I love her, and it's unconditional.
And you think she's being paranoid.
Very. It's like, I can understand her paranoia because I am becoming famous, and it's like the groupies. But that's like,
Famous like what?
I'm an R&B singer.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like,
So you blowing up?
yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I would love to see him out here doing what he does best, but at the same time, it's not paranoia. I feel like he know he's been doing it.
So what's on the line here?
Everything, my sanity, my family. We have 2 kids together.
So your family, your relationship is on the line depending on what happens here today.
It really depends on these results. I need them because I know that I might have to walk away.
Mr. Haskell, do you want her to walk away?
I don't, and that's why I'm here to basically clear the air. We've been together for 10 years, so it's not been a strong 10 years perfect.
You're not required to be perfect,
Right.
because we've been together 35 years total.
Okay.
And we haven't been perfect,
Okay.
but we've been faithful. You don't expect me to be perfect, do you?
No, I don't expect you to be perfect.
All right, but I am
perfect for me.
perfect. I'm perfect.
for me.
All right.
You're perfect for me.
But you have to be in the game. And once she loses that faith in you, all that other stuff don't even matter.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. You all met on a bus stop.
Yes.
Tell me about those days when it was fresh and new and lovely.
When we met at the bus stop, I was there as coat, and he offered me his coat, which I thought was cute, because I'm like, you know, I'm a big girl, I can't fit that coat. But he gave it to me anyway. So we got on the bus together, we talked, and like, we exchanged numbers. So when I gave him my number, he didn't have a phone, he didn't have a pen. Like, he remembered my number. And it took me about an hour and a half to get home from where, you know, his drop-off point was. And as soon as I got in the house, he called. And it just felt really good. Like, those are the good days, like, stuff like that.
That wasn't a player move, was it, where you gave her your coat so she'd have to see you again? Was that it?
It was just to get on the bus, because I knew the bus was going to be another 45-minute wait. So I refused to let her stand in the cold around.
Yeah, because see, I've done that.
Okay.
You know, you visit someone, you leave something with her, so you have to come back and, So I know that player move. I just want to make sure.
Okay, I don't remember that player move. Who was that player move with?
See how well it worked? See how well it worked?
Man.
Okay.
All right, so after y'all decided we gonna be us, what did that look like?
It was fun.
Okay.
It was constant. Like, we always saw each other. We talked every day, all day. And he enjoyed how loud I was and how much attention I get, because I don't seek it. I just get it. And he just always made me smile. He always made me feel special. I always felt important to him,
So, I mean, it was good, but something happened because you here today. So tell me about that.
Well, it was rough for me, because I ain't going to lie. I knew that with me coming into a relationship with studio hours and inconvenient time frames, it's going to be a whole lot.
Do you believe that?
I want to give him a chance, but a cheater is a cheater. And it doesn't matter how much love you have in your heart for somebody if it's not stopping you from doing something that hurt me.
Mr. Haskell, you know, you sound like a smooth talker, and I get that.
Definitely
but
that, Your Honor.
If you were...
Yes.
And I understand that, but, you know, if you were that
You
smooth...
understand that?
I understand that.
Whatever, man.
There you go. That's right.
But if you were that smooth of a talker, you wouldn't be here. So
Absolutely.
Ms. Jones, what went wrong in this relationship?
Well, after a while, it just got to a point where it wasn't making sense that he was keeping them hours 6, 7 days a week. And it was like, I just started getting really suspicious.
I would tell her, look, babe, I'm on my way home, right? But guess what? In the process, I'm not driving. So the person that's driving, they want to stop and drop X, Y, and Z off.
So you didn't have your own transportation?
Right.
No.
Okay.
I called his mom's phone one day because at the time he was using his mom's house phone as our means of communication. And I called their phone one day. A woman answered the phone. No, it was not his mom. This young lady is telling me while I'm explaining to her that I'm the mother of his child, she's like, no, I'm his girlfriend. Yes.
What is your explanation for that?
It was my mother friend.
Is your mother's friend?
Attracted to me.
Attracted to you.
Right?
Because you got it like
she
that.
see my potential. So she figuring, okay, yeah, let me tell this girl that's calling for you, then I'm his girlfriend, hopefully for her to fall back so she could take her place.
Your Honor, in the midst of this conversation that we were having when she was telling me that she was his girlfriend,
right.
I was having her call other women that she was informing me was calling the phone on other occasions. They were saying, yeah, you know, we're more than friends and all this stuff. It was just a mess.
How many women were we talking about?
3.
Three
Not
different
including
women.
the young woman that answered the phone.
So a total of 4.
4 women.
Did you ever find out if there was something going on with woman number 1?
Oh, definitely found out stuff was going on with woman number 1. As a matter of
Tell
fact,
me about that.
They have a child together now. Yes.
Okay, so this child's been born during your 10-year relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's his baby?
It's his baby.
All righty.
I didn't want to admit it because I was like, you know.
No, I don't know.
No, we really
You
don't.
said you didn't want to admit it because...
I was weak to the...
You were weak to the flesh.
Yeah, I was weak to the flesh, and
Uh-huh.
I fell victim, and we had unprotected sex, and one thing led to another. But that was the only occasion that I actually engaged in.
You only had sex with her one time?
Yeah.
With that one, with
One-
woman number 1.
Fortunately, she had my beautiful daughter, so, you know.
So what's going on with you and your ex?
I had a night with her, you know, and then our daughter came. So it's like I have to be a father to my child, but a relationship with you, we don't have to have.
But Mr. Haskell, look, you're a singer, not a dancer.
Right.
You're dancing around this issue big time. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Get him.
I sung into the wrong song that night.
Apparently.
Yes, I did, and I was being the bad guy.
So, Ms. Jones, I see you brought a witness with you.
She can come forward.
Thank you.
Would you give the court your name, please?
Ayanna Allen. I'm Miss Jones's best friend.
Okay. What do you know about this situation?
This particular situation, you know, my birthday was in February.
Okay.
I went to the mall, of course, to get me some outfits, you know, jazz up for my birthday. And I go to the little food court in the mall, and I see Mr. Haskell and this lady and this child. They were together like they were a couple. No.
Okay.
I mean,
What does that look like?
family.
That was my
What does that
question.
look like?
That looks like this.
Holding hands?
Yes, but that's
She
not
lying,
your girlfriend.
Were you holding her hand?
Truth be told, I had.
Yeah, we want the truth be told. All right.
I was watching my daughter at my mom's house.
Wait a minute. I don't want all this pre-stuff.
Backstory.
I want to know, were you sitting in the food court holding hands with your baby's mama?
No,
All right.
man.
Did your hands touch?
Probably from my daughter to her, as it's connecting her, getting my daughter hand.
So in the process of maybe touching your daughter, your hand may have accidentally touched your baby's mama hand at the very instant
From her vision.
Miss Allen saw you.
From her vision.
From her vision.
Miss
I have
Allen.
double vision. I don't miss nothing.
All right.
I was at work one day, and then I went through my phone, and I had a message on Messenger. She wasn't my friend, so I had to accept it. So when I opened it, she sent me a picture of my 1.5-month-old son and his father laying in her bed. I have something, if I could show this to you.
Ron, would you
Ron,
grab that, please?
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. Truth be told.
Please.
Thank you.
This is the text messaging between the other woman and myself. This is a picture at the bottom of my son and his father laying in her bed with the caption, "Add this to the collection."
Like the collection you have on Facebook?
I guess.
Oh, that's bold.
I guess.
All right, Mr. Haskell, this isn't paranoia. This is photographic evidence.
Yes, this is my first time, because I was forced to have my son this particular day.
Did you have a relationship with the woman's bed you're laying in right there
No,
on
Your
that
Honor.
picture?
No, Your Honor. Because I'm a performing artist, she figured, listen, he's one of the best, so let's accommodate him. I had my son with me. So
So she just let you lie in her bed.
Yes, that's it. Late night hours.
Mr. Haskell.
You don't even have words for this. And let me just tell you, it takes a lot to shut this down, to just get it where it can't make a sentence, it can't pull a word out of the hat.
I don't know what to make of this guy. I mean, this is just a series of misunderstandings.
That's it.
He is the unluckiest guy in the world.
Witnesses, when witnesses see you holding hands with someone else, it's really not that, it's something else.
And let me just say this, it looks bad.
Yeah, it does.
It smells bad.
But it's not.
But it is bad.
But
it is bad. You just roll that around in your head. Now, you have a countersuit for some damaged goods, is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, she went to work early that day, but she knew that I had studio hours, like, wasn't even no long studio hours. It was only a 45-minute session. I needed to lay down some quick tracks or whatever. So she came home from work. But when she came home from work, she had a different attitude about approaching me leaving the house. And as I'm getting dressed, I look up. She like, where you about to go? I said, baby, you know I got 45 minutes to drop this little track and I'll be right back, you know? My phone get the ring and my ride outside. So she stopped me from going out the front door. So I immediately go through the living room to go through the back door. She chased me, stopped me from going out the back door. So I'm juggling back and forth from the front to the back door, and finally I made it out the front door, right? Jumped in my ride, boom. So I'm on my way, drop down the studio, go to the studio, lay down my tracks, come home. I had some gym clothes I had to wash. I was gonna play basketball later that week. So boom, I go dig in my bag, and next thing you know, my clothes are bleached, like.
All right, hold on. Did you bleach his stuff?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not mad at you. Let me just, Mr. Haskell, if that's all she done to you in light of everything, you kind of got off cheap, brother man. I'm just saying. Okay, tell me about that. Why did you bleach his clothes?
I feel like he bleached his own clothes. Like, all his fame and all his desire to get out here and be in the spotlight, he didn't want to be there for me when I needed him to. So I figured you don't need no clothes, you don't need nothing, you need what you have on at the studio, and you'll be good in life.
All right, and Mr. Haskell, you said in your court papers that the value of the clothes that she bleached was $200. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Haskell, we will rule on the countersuit in a moment, but first we need to get to the love suit.
Ms. Jones, you said you believe he has been cheating in this last year. Mr. Haskell, you said you have not been cheating in this last year.
No, I haven't. I know I haven't been cheating.
Okay. In order to get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of licensed private investigator Todd Redding. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Redding into the courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Redding, how are you?
Fine, Your Honor.
In this case, you had a polygraph examination performed on Mr. Haskell, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Haskell was asked, has he had sexual intercourse with his ex-girlfriend since July 2016? Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And what was his response?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector show? What did the lie detector show?
There was a significant response to the question which indicates deception.
It was cold when they gave me that test. And I told them.
Wait, it was cold when they gave you the lie detector test.
Yeah, it was cold in that time. It was cold.
Darling, how are you feeling?
How I knew I would feel.
Is it your worst fears being confirmed?
It is.
Mr. Haskell?
It looks bad, but.
It is bad. It doesn't look bad. It is bad. This isn't look.
I mean, we moved from paranoia all the way over to deceptive results from the lie detector test.
Can you admit to her that you have not done what you've been telling her based on this? I mean, this is your chance to tell the truth.
The truth is, I did do it.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Just tell the story. Tell the story.
I did do it. I apologize, sweetheart. From here on out, I promise to dedicate our time.
You know what? Apologies are easy. They're a dime a dozen. The hard part is saying I am committed to you in this relationship and then doing it. Can you do that? That's what she needs to see. Ms. Jones, what do you plan to do?
I don't know. I need some time because I can't give you an answer right now. I'm really hurt, but I know how I feel about him, and I know what our family and my relationship with him means, so I just need a little bit of time.
Okay, so we still have to rule on the countersuit. You admitted here in court that you poured bleach on his clothes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you said the value of it was approximately $200. You're not disputing that either, are you?
No, Your Honor.
It breaks my heart to make the ruling I'm gonna have to make. But you cannot destroy other folks' property, even in anger. Our ruling is for the defendant for $200.
If she takes you back, you cannot continue to hurt her.
Woman to woman, me and you absolutely deserve better.
Thank you.
And as we always say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a great relationship. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.